Hi everyone, this is Raj Kumar, Assistant Professor from Department of Information Technology, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. I welcome you all for this lecture in factors to consider in designing an IT infrastructure. So this topic comes under the subject IT infrastructure and management operations. So, what is IT infrastructure? So, it is a combination of hardware, software, networks, and services required to operate and manage IT environment. So, for any organization, in nowadays scenario, there is a requirement for IT infrastructure. So, everybody is going for computerized and they want to manipulate and they want to work with employees details and other things with respect to any maintaining a software or maintaining a website. So whatever it is, every organization needs an IT infrastructure which enables them to perform a seamless business operation. And nowadays digital transformation is very important. At the same time, it helps us to attain or impact the productivity. It helps us to improve the customer satisfaction. At the same time, it definitely provides a competitive advantage with all our competitors. So here the key factors to be covered are scalability, security, reliability of the infrastructure, then cost efficiency, performance, interoperability, compliance, manageability, and sustainability. So the goal is to create a very, very resilient, adaptable, and cost-effective IT infrastructure. So what do you mean by scalability? It is the ability of the IT infrastructure that we are going to establish. It should help us to accommodate the growth in users, data, or application without performance degradation. Our users may increase, our data may increase several times. So it has to be adapted with all this growth. So why it is important is it helps us to manage with business expansion and fluctuating workloads, and it also prevents cost overhauls and downtime during the growth phases. So here the considerations are it should be a modular architecture so that whenever we want to add new things, new upgradations or new enhancement, it shall be added with without any problems. Next one, we can go for cloud-based solutions where we can use either Amazon Web Services or Azure for elastic scaling, like Flipkart and Netflix. Okay, so especially during this Diwali days, they announce big billion days. So during that time, the usage of our website or our online portal may increase very drastically. So also we have to maintain a load forecasting, and we have to develop by anticipating the future demands. So security means to protect infrastructures from unauthorized access and data breaches and cyber threats. So it helps us to safeguard the sensitive data and maintains the trust of the customer. And it also manages the financial and reputation risks. So our website or whatever IT infrastructure we are going to establish, it should not go down. We should make sure that it runs 24 by 7. So this can be done by implementing firewalls and by using intrusion detection systems and using incorporating encryption procedures, and also adopt a zero trust model where we should not know any partiality, or we should not show any complacency in authentication process, and we should perform regular penetration test and vulnerability assessments periodically. So it is very essential to perform all this periodically to maintain a zero trust model. Next one is the reliability and availability. So it ensures the systems are consistently operational with minimal downtime. So we need to bring the downtime to almost zero, apart from maintenance procedures. So here, if we have a downtime, it may lead to a revenue loss or reducing user stress. And high availability is always a mandatory procedure for very critical applications. So here we can establish this by making use of the redundant mm, uh, backup services, and also providing the power backup. We should make sure that our system is highly available so that it runs 99.99 percentage uptime performance. And we should also employ robust disaster recovery systems in case of any issues. Next is the cost efficiency. Cost efficiency is the process of bringing the cost down by properly maintaining and ensuring that our system is reliable. So again, the IT spending should focus and make sure that it is in line with the budget. It should not exceed the budget, and we have to make sure that whatever investment we made, so that return on investment should be maximized. So here we can go for cloud operations for cost savings. We can use virtualization for reducing the hardware needs. So we need not buy hardware repeatedly. We can go for virtualization, and we also make sure that by monitoring and optimizing the resource usage, we make sure that over provisioning is not given, and we make sure our resources are being used very efficiently. Next one is the compliance and governance. So here, adhering to legal, regulatory, and industry standards is very, very essential for IT operations. We should make sure that we should avoid the legal penalties, and we make sure that we should maintain the data integrity, and we should also maintain a trust with among the stakeholders and both customers and stakeholders. So there are so many regulatory authorities available. For example, GPRA and HAPPA. We should make sure that all the guidelines are properly implemented, and we can also implement the automated compliance monitoring tools, and proper audit to be performed on timely basis, and we should make sure that the accountability is properly ensured. So a well-designed IT infrastructure balances all these processes like scalability, security, reliability. It balances and it works as a complete system. So it also makes sure that the infrastructure are designed based upon the objective of the business, and we should employ proactive planning, and we should also always make sure that we are going to address the future needs, and we can make use of the modern tools and technologies for efficiency. So this is how we can make sure that our IT infrastructure, which we are going to develop, make sure that our business is working properly. So this can be incorporated not only for IT related fields, but for all fields where IT infrastructure is very much needed. I hope this session is useful for you. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.